My journey with Christ has been very interesting. When I started making it a priority to have a strong relationship with Jesus, I learned that I had to be broken in order to be built back up. And it wasn't easy because it was so much that I learned and was taught at a young age that I thought was right, but later found that not only was it not truth, but it was based off of what was taught to them. In this journey with Jesus, I've learned that it's not about, I don't feel like it's necessarily about right or wrong. I feel like it's about integrity. I feel like it's about what's in your heart. And a lot of times I have learned in my journey with Christ that we can get easily sidetracked by the things that we believe is right, not even necessarily realizing that it's not truth. What we believe is not truth. And the sad part about it is that this whole journey with Jesus causes you to look inward and not outwardly. You can't base everything off of what you see and what you hear, because your eyes can deceive you, your ears can deceive you. And today, my son is experiencing something that I literally have no control over, and it bothers me. Anytime my kids go through some life stuff, not general. I'm talking about when they go through life stuff that I literally have no control over helping them with. It bothers me because I know they're still growing and I know they're still learning. But it doesn't bother me to the point where it causes me to lack faith in Jesus, because I know everything happens for a reason, whether good or bad. And what I now that I'm mature in the spirit, I have a better understanding of how to handle those moments when I'm worried or frustrated or um the blame game. Like, it's so easy. It was easy for me to mentally revert to what did I do wrong, because I've learned that the things that I do, the decisions and choices that I make, it'll reflect on my kids. It will end up, even if it's bad, if I do something that's bad, and even if I don't face the consequences of my actions, my kids will, my grandkids will. That goes back to my conversation previously about generational curses. Because I am working diligently to break generational curses, I have to remember, one, I have to give myself grace. And then two, not every not everything that I do will reflect on my kids in the sense of becoming generational. It Because there's a lot of things that I can do. I can always ask God for forgiveness and then turn from doing that thing that I'm asking Him for forgiveness for. And so, thank God for His grace and His mercy. But I have to be honest with you. Walking with Jesus isn't easy. It's not easy because He breaks you down and then builds you back up. Not everybody likes change. Not everybody understands God's change. And not everybody has the heart to want that type of change that Jesus provides for us. So, with that being said, walking with Jesus, having a relationship with Jesus for me has been the greatest. thing that I made, greatest decision that I have ever made in my entire life, because I am now in a position of spiritual maturity to where I am able to identify my triggers. I'm able to identify my limited beliefs. I am able to speak life into things that were meant to hurt and harm me, and turn it to where it's for my good. I have a different mindset. I am able to no longer stress or worry about things because I know that God is with me and I know that God has it under control because I believe what his word says. And by me staying in his word, by me constantly studying and constantly being in his word and constantly praying, and even being still, God has opened me up to be way more spiritually mature. And in that, I'm more self-aware. I'm self-confident. I have more courage, and my belief in him is way more stronger than it's ever been in my life. And it's easier for me to encourage others to know him as well. So I'm creating this video because I just want you to understand how valuable it is to have a relationship with Jesus. It is easy to live on your own thoughts and on your own beliefs, but it's another to live by obedience to Jesus's way, because Jesus's way is it's not heavy. It's not hindering. It's fulfilling. It's abundance. And the only way that you can experience is if you put in the work, just like anything else. Like when I started in my relationship with Jesus, I didn't know him. I had no clue where to even start. But once I joined the church, it made it a lot easier to learn and to understand how to study and pray and all those great things. But I had to start. And once I started, I just couldn't stop, because the more I was growing spiritually, the more I felt fulfilled. That inner peace, that inner joy that only Jesus can give me. So I say all of this to say, no matter what you're facing, no matter what is hindering you, you can overcome it if you're willing. You have to be willing. People talk all the time about or complain about all the things that's going on in their lives that they're not happy with, but what are you doing to change it? It's easy to complain. It's easy to talk about it. But I have to admit, the hard part is the first step. That's the hard part, because not everybody's willing to take that first step. But if you take that first step to wanting to overcome, little steps by little steps, before you know it, you didn't change and didn't even realize you changed. The things that used to bother you will no longer bother you. That's my goal. My goal is to help other Christian women that are literally taking their relationship with God seriously. They're studying, they're praying, they're trying their best. They're doing their best to live the way God wants them to live. I help Christian women overcome belief systems that keeps them from living in their potential. Our limited beliefs, everybody has limited beliefs. It's just the fact that not everybody realizes that they have limited beliefs. My job as a spiritual empowerment coach is to help Christian women overcome their limited beliefs so that they can have the life that they desire, the life that they deserve, so they no longer have to feel stuck, no longer allow fear to cloud their judgments and to dictate how they move in their lives. My job is to help provide you with tools and steps to overcome the beliefs that's causing you to not feel your best, or beliefs that make you believe that you're not enough or that you're less than. I want to help you overcome those things because I've overcome them myself. I know what it takes to overcome limited beliefs. And because of through my experience, I am able to help others. So if you're a Christian woman and you're struggling, you feel stuck, you feel like you're not enough, you have low self-esteem, fear has caused you to not do the things that you always wanted to accomplish, let me help you. Let me walk alongside you and help you. Just comment below help and I'll reach out to you and we can go from there. But I want all Christian women to be able to live the life that God wants for us so that we can impact others to do the same. That's what I'm doing. My job is to take what I've experienced, what I've overcome, and help others overcome as well.